Hello, welcome back to Bad's Garage. It's a quick one today. Just because of what's happened in the past, I'm going to take the time today to restart this 7R before I go mad and start chucking it all back together again, because I have had occasions where I've at least twice now where I've thought I've sorted it out, started putting it back together again, a couple of days later gone to start it and it's not been running right. So I'm going to restart it today, and hopefully it will start with its choke, and then once the choke's off it will idle. That's all I want it to do exactly the same as it did the other day, and then if that does happen, then I can start putting this thing back together again, and looking at getting it MOT'd, and I've its first ride on it in 6 years. So yeah, we're going to get on with that, and then I've got something else to show you, a bit of a new. But it's not a bike. Don't worry, it's not a bike. Not yet, anyway. Right, so battery pack's on. I think I got an issue with me charging because I put that thing on charge the other day, and I don't think it's charged it up. But hopefully there's enough in it to deal with this, and then I'll have to make sure I get that charged. Anyway, here goes. Choke on, ignition on, no, that's fucking flat. Let's try my other one. Try it again. Must be very cold. I really hope this works. Let's turn the choke off a little bit. You know what? I'm not a big fan of these top-down things because they keep tripping out for some reason. See if we can get that to warm up, and hopefully, fingers crossed, once it has warmed up and I get the choke off, hopefully it'll idle. It'll not be long. So far so good. Yeah, well, that definitely sounds the same as it did the other day, and it does make me very happy. About fucking time. It's very cold in here today. I just checked the charging system because I think this new battery, it's been on there 2 years, but I do think it's fucked it up just sitting there. I think there's going to be another new battery for this bike, but we'll have a look, see how it goes. It's definitely charging it, so it's just whether that battery will actually hold a charge. I've got a bad feeling that it's knackered the battery up, it being sat there, but it's ticking over, as you can probably hear, perfectly. Well, I can't ask for more than that. Looks like a win to me. So far, anyway. 6 years. This has been a pain in the arse. But it's my own fault. I should have done the carbs properly in the first place, shouldn't I? Instead of trying to do bits at a time. But, we got there in the end. Just need to now. Well, I'll let it warm up. I'll come back to you and we'll discuss what we're going to do next. Right, so still ticking over. Just coming up to temperature. Exactly as you would expect it to. Fan's just kicked in as I turned it off. Let's see if it fires back up. No, the battery. I've got a feeling that I'm going to have to replace the battery again because I think it's toasted it having it sat here. Let's see if it starts back up, which it should do. Beautiful. I think I could do with the spark plug speed change. It just sparked a little bit then. Although not being run for 6 years, how does it? Yeah, I get some new plugs in it. All the other stuff has been changed. I'll get some plugs in it and anyway, turn it off. So yeah, I'll get some new plugs chucked in it at some point. But hello. I didn't know it did that. Well, I knew it had an electric fan, but I didn't know it came on with the ignition off. Anyway, yeah, so it's just a case of cleaning it up, sorting the brakes out, putting it back together again. And we should be good to go with the MOT. Anyway, I've got something to show you anyway. Let's get this cooled down. Alright, so we've currently got battery on charge. See what that does. See how that goes. But yeah, I've just bolted the tank on. We'll see how that goes. We'll keep running it. And over the next few days, because I'm off for this week as well, for the next few days I'll start piecing it back together again, sort those front brakes out because they need bleeding. And yeah, so far so good. So yeah, I've got something new in the garage. My daughter actually bought me this. You have to excuse the mess. I need to clean up in here. But yeah, I've currently got one of these, an induction heater, which my daughter bought me. It's not one of the expensive ones, but the reviews are pretty good on them. So yeah, we'll see if we can put that to some good use. Hopefully on the rear brake disc of the caliper. But I do know that because the bolts that hold it in are Allen bolts and they're flush to the disc, it might not work by putting that straight on them. So a friend of mine, Dave, did mention that what I could probably do is just get like a nut and sit it on top of the stud and heat that nut, and hopefully the heat transfers through and does the same thing. If not, we'll just have to get the map gas out and warm them out. But fingers crossed, I don't have any problems getting that disc off, because I've had a nightmare with discs in the past. But hopefully we'll be alright with that, because the last thing I need to do is buying another fucking wheel for another bike, because you know, I bought too many wheels as it is. So, but yeah, I'm not sure how long this video is. This is for you, Brian, by the way. Nice. But we'll get this 7R back together again. We'll keep running it up just to be sure. But that's twice now it's run up to temperature and idled, which it hasn't done that for 6 years. It hasn't done that because I think the last time it was MOT'd was 2018. It's been off the road since then. But fingers crossed, we can get this MOT'd before this year's out, or early next year, ready for this summer, so we can give it a bit of a shared bashing along with the CBR. I'm going to definitely be getting that one MOT'd this week, or this coming week. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the VTR as of yet. I can't really keep 3 bikes. You know, if I could, I'd keep all of them. But obviously the CBR, that's definitely not going anywhere. I've always wanted one of those, so that's not going anywhere. I'm not sure about the 7R. I always said if I got it working right, I probably wouldn't want to get rid of it. I've had it like what, 23, 24 years now. It's 23, I think. Yeah, 23 years. So I can't see me getting rid of that. So sadly, it'll probably be the VTR that gets moved on. But yeah, it's been a brilliant bike anyway. But yeah, we'll get that MOT'd in the week, and we'll come back to you when we're doing that, and then we'll also be back to you when we're doing that, and we'll also come back for another update on doing this without any headaches, hopefully. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Cheers.